The year of 2024 has came to an end roughly 5 days ago, bringing new items in which I promise videos are coming soon. So I took a break from YouTube because I went on a cruise ship over Christmas, which was 9 days, taking me to the Caribbean. Actually 4 places in the Caribbean, where I went snorkeling with sea turtles, explored forts, took tours, and went to a literal beach with 15-foot high riptides literally taking you to shore just to sweep you back out to the ocean. It was actually pretty entertaining to be in and to watch people get swept onto the beach while body surfing or walk away from the waves as they crash at their ankles, making them ride a slide onto the beach. This beach would actually have literal airplanes fly over the beach, private and big airlines like Delta or United. That was pretty long, but thankfully no one got hurt or injured, at least when I was there. You guys are probably begging right now for me to get to the dress to impress part of this video, or you're in shock from my riptide exclamation, which I promise wasn't actually that bad. So let's actually get to the dress to impress. So Dress to Impress released in November of 2023, basically kicking off the year pretty strong in 2024. I only actually joined Dress to Impress in midsummer, but they had this really nice jazz music compared to the music now playing whenever you go ahead and compete. But yeah, it was much more old, more modern style, as you can see here, versus the new map, which apparently was a very big deal. I was kind of stuck in it and wanted to see what the old one was like because I joined just a bit too late, but also I didn't like the faces. That's actually the only reason why I didn't join before, because I definitely did not like any of the faces. But yeah, I have respect for it now. Also, back then, whenever the feminine body wasn't moving, I don't know about the masculine one, but I know that the feminine one would have her hand on her hip. Unlike now, they just stand there kind of with their head shaking, as you can see. So a lot of trends came out Dress to Impress. A lot of them happened in real life videos, and also, the Pose 28 trend. Like, who can forget about that one? They even made a new Pose 28, like a backbend Pose 28. Yeah, it's just awesome. So there were a lot of them coming out, which meant that Dress to Impress was definitely getting bigger. I don't really know about the old updates and what happened before the summer update, but I know that they did have a classic event. I wasn't able to get the dress, sadly, but it was pretty cool. They always keep theirs pretty simple, which I'm glad that they do that. It's because I'd rather spend time doing that in a game that I like than a super duper hard one in a game that I'm not really that much of a fan of. Shortly after that, they came out with a new update whenever I began playing, the summer update. It was really cool with the new map, like hibiscuses and just beach. Like, they came out with the games where you could go ahead and get this new mermaid set, which they already had a code for it, and they had a lot of new codes. But, this one here was just a little bit different, a little bit cooler. And yeah, they had that. That was pretty cool. And I believe after that, the Brat update came out. So the Dress to Impress team has partnered up with Charli XCX to make a new update with basically a lot of her things, even the Apple dance. That's really nice. I played during this, actually. It was very fun to play, and there were a lot of things, and actually you could get them for free, but I didn't know what that Robux thing was. I think it was to actually buy the items, but that was really cool as well. And soon the game also began growing more and more. Now, after the Brat Charli XCX update left, after a few months of, just normal DTI, able to just play it, then came the Halloween update. In my opinion, this was my favorite update of the entire game of this year. It's because it really brought a new lobby, new effects, a new runway with glittery one, and the game that they had was my favorite of that. All the voice actors were very good, as well as that song that I believe Beastlick worked on. I could be wrong. If I am, then I've been wrong for the past 3 months. But yeah, it was just a really good update. I loved the Pack Say Goodbye. I just loved pretty much everything about it. I loved being able to turn it to night. Now I'm more liking the light version, but the dark version was my favorite back then. I loved the lobby. The outdoors lobby was great for me. It was very nice. I love the obbies that they added as well. And shortly after that came the Christmas update, but let's not stop here. So the game that they actually ended up making is actually called a quest, a 3-part quest that they made. Next came the winter update with a brand new lobby. Again, as you can see here, you can go ahead and go ice skating. In free play, there's a new outdoors area where you can actually go ahead and get different photos for your, image thing, unlike just having one area to do that in. I thought that this was very nice too. I loved all the details and everything. And also, there was the quest. The quest area had pastries in the lobby area waiting for the people to go do the quest. The only thing is that the saved outfits were never load, in my opinion. I think that might have added a bit too much on them. But yeah, they just never seemed like they loaded. Yeah. But other than that, the minigame wasn't bad. The quest, my bad. The quest wasn't bad. There were 2 boss fights against Agamemnon. Voice acting again was absolutely great. The second quest part, this one I didn't really like. It was basically a Rudolph thing with Rudy. I think it's supposed to be Rudolph. I'm not entirely sure, but with Rudy, it definitely seemed like it was supposed to be made for anything but mobile. It's because it was so hard to swipe. Like, it was just a really annoying shop can run, which, yeah, that's fine. It wasn't that hard to do it. I just didn't really play it as much. The obby was hard at the beginning too. There was a lot of dialogue at the beginning. And yeah, it was still a really great update in my opinion. I loved all the new items. Yeah, it was really good. There was a cozy Christmas, including the advent calendar actually. The advent calendar was one of my favorites too. Getting all those new textures, the hair, and if you guys haven't, I believe that the advent calendar is still a symbol on the right of your screen. You can go ahead and tap it and buy it, each one for 99 Robux, and at the end you would get this feather dress for doing every single advent calendar.